competitions, welcome back to Mono v Mono, the series where Impy tries to challenge a monotype using a monotype team that he is inferior to. So in this case, we're starting off with fairies versus poison. So yeah, I was definitely under the gun again here. I'm always under the gun trying to fight these mono battles. But, oh my goodness, I just snorted over there. But in any case, I had a little secret weapon this time. The fairy types would have a hard time against poison, but I had a little bit of help this time. Not going to be coming from Tapu Koko though. As you can see here, I'm going to be getting poison here from Tapu Koko. Going to get poison jab from the Nidoqueen. He goes down like he just went down. That's all there is to it. Then Nidoking goes a smart strike into my Mimikyu. So Mimikyu is gonna be dropping his disguise there. You know, this could have gone a little bit better than I had hoped for, but we have our secret weapon now. The red card is up. Mimikyu gets Nidoking out of the picture, and now we take on Savannah. So now that Savannah's in the field, Trick Room is established. This is my little surprise Trick Room Mimikyu set. Okay, so now that the Trick Room is established, as you can see here, I had Mega Mawile on the team, just in case we had some shenanigans going on around here. And because, you know, Mawile's typing of Steel and Fairy gives it an immunity to the poisons. So, Neko's gonna be taking out her Nidoqueen, gonna be sending in Waluigi. But I'm not at all intimidated. In fact, I approve of this little swapping because my little Venus has some tech of her own. It is all 4 of the Fang elemental moves, so Ice Fang comes out and just absolutely devastates the Crobat. Down goes Crobat. Now as for Mimikyu, he's got some power of his own. Goes for a Shadow Claw, gonna go a critical hit onto the Seviper here. Does a massive amount of damage. Earthquake comes out. Not gonna deal a whole lot of damage, but you know what? I think that Intimidate really helps me out. Now we go back in here. Mutt is coming out. I'm like, alright, this isn't exactly something I want to deal with. Neko takes out Savannah, the Seviper. Gonna swap it out. And out comes Nidoking once again. So Shadow Sneak comes out from the Mutt. Gonna be going into Mimikyu. Mimikyu isn't gonna take that very well. But I'm alright because I got the Thunder Fang now. Gonna be going into Thunder Fang, gonna go into the Muck, gonna deal a lot of damage. Shadow Claw comes out, gonna hit Nidoking, gonna deal some nice damage there. Not gonna be enough to take him out, but it's alright. I got a lot of damage coming in. I pull out Mimikyu now, thinking, alright, time to swap out. Gotta do something here to get rid of these pesky poisons, so I send in another fairy. Shadow Sneak comes out from the Muck, gonna deal a lot of damage. Well, not a lot of damage. This is Venus. Ice Fang comes out from Venus, gonna take down the Nidoking. I cannot take any chances with Neko here. And I tell Neko this all the time. If you give me any chance, you're gonna be suffering my wrath. So Muck actually uses the power of alchemy, gonna take that rivalry, actually gonna be weakening Muck because it's a male type and rivalry only boosts attack power if the Pokemon is of the same gender. So not gonna deal a whole lot of damage to me, but it is enough to truly save my Sylveon here, my Assault Vest Sylveon. I go for my Psyshock here after getting rid of the Muck with my Thunder Fang, I think. And then Psyshock comes out, gonna hit the Gengar. Cartman is down, so fairy types are once again no longer under the gun. They are actually kicking butt and taking names. It took a lot of time to actually come up with a team to actually defeat this poison type team that Neko was bringing out. I had to be really creative. Now Neko's going for his Z move here. There's a lot of firepower coming out here. I don't think I'm actually able to survive this, but I do have one final, trick up my sleeve now that I've actually destroyed most of her team. In particular, her Crobat as the Tectonic Rage goes into my Mega Mawile. Oh, Venus is not going to survive it at all. Yeah, it doesn't survive. Poor Venus. That's the end of my Mega Mawile. As for my Sylveon, she's slower than the Seviper. Barely manages to hang on. Actually, I was impressed with my Sylveon survived. Thanks to Assault Vest. Goes to the Side Shock, finishes off Savannah the Seviper. Shiny Seviper. And now it's my final trick. My Snowflake can be going in. She's actually now the fastest Pokemon on both teams now that the Crobat is gone. And this is going to be awesome because I have one last move. It's the Ice Beam coming out from Snowflake. Gonna go into the Nidoqueen, and that is the end of the battle. So woohoo! It took me 3 attempts, but we finally have a victory on the board for the monotypings. But we're not done yet. So 3, 2, 1. And here we go once again. We're going into another battle. It's a doubles feature today. So, boop, I forgot to actually do the boop once again. This time I'm going to be facing off against Koala. Same thing, poison type team versus my fairies. Same strategy, but Impy is going to be facing a different poison team. So, Weezing and Drapion are now out on the field. I'm thinking, okay, this ain't going to be good for me. This is not going to be good for my health. So I go with the Volt Switch here, thinking, alright, I think I can, maybe I can get rid of the Weezing. Not able to get rid of the Weezing, though. Probably could have, given my Tapu Koko a choice perspective, though. I go into Venus, because I was predicting, like, a physical attack from the Drapion or something. And I think I do get the physical attack from the Drapion. It's the Earthquake. Unfortunately, because my Mawile is not in her Mega Form, she takes a bit more damage than what she should have been taking. So, super effective hit. Mimikyu loses his disguise, but it's the same setup as last time, only instead of, losing my Tapu Koko, I'm able to keep my Tapu Koko. So, now that the red card has been released once again, that is the end of that. Drapion goes back, Gengar comes out, Fire Blast comes out from the Weezing into Mimikyu. Mimikyu takes that attack pretty darn well. Trick Room is now established. Good job, Mimikyu. Now it's time for more shenaniganry as I get ready to Mega Evolve. Venus is going into her Mega Form. It's Mawile time! Okay, I just wanted to give her that. And I go into a Thunder Fang into the Weezing here, hoping for the KO. Barely avoid the KO. That thing is tanky. It goes for the Fire Blast, and I barely avoided the Fire Blast there. Shadow Claw comes out from Mimikyu onto the Gengar here, and down goes the Gengar. I'm like, oh, alright. This turn could not have gone any better. In fact, it actually, if I had lost Venus there, I probably would have been in deep, deep trouble. Now, Nidoqueen comes out, gonna be hitting me. I go for the Fire Fang once again into the Weezing. I really thought that the Weezing was gonna be a bigger threat here. I didn't know what the Nidoqueen was gonna do. Earth Power comes out from the Nidoqueen. Gonna go into Venus. She's not able to survive that. Hindsight, I probably could have gone for the Ice Fang and taken out the Nidoqueen. Then I could have gone for the Shadow Claw and finished off the Weezing. Could have gotten 2 for the price of 1, but you know what? Them's the break. And this reveals the Nidoqueen's leftovers. So now it's time for Angela to hit field. So I've seen that it's a special attacking Nidoqueen, so I figured I would be safe with my assault vested Sylveon. So Angela comes out here, goes for the Psyshock, and go into the Nidoqueen. I saw it as the greater threat. Not able to get it off or get rid of the Nidoqueen with the Psyshock there. Ice Beam comes out onto Mimikyu. He manages to survive. Play Rough goes into the Toxapex. Toxicroak. As it goes for the Poison Jab onto Angela. She gets it with that. Not able to survive that attack at all. Oh, things were not looking good for Team Impy. In hindsight again, I should have gone for the Psyshock into the Toxicroak. This battle does not go well for me at first. But I do have a few tricks left up my sleeve. Once again, Snowflake on the field. Gonna be setting up the hail. Gonna be hopefully keeping me in the fight. I go with the Protector because this is the last turn of Trick Room here, and I need to be able to at least take one of these down. Earth Power comes out from the Nidoqueen onto Mimikyu. Mimikyu gets hurt. Not able to, 100% avoid the attack. Play Rough comes out, takes Toxicroak down. Critical hit, not sure if it matters, but in any case, that is the end of the Toxicroak, so I'm still on the board 4-3. And everyone is taking a round of hail damage. And once again, Nidoking showing off those leftovers. You know, where did Pokemon get... How do those leftovers just feed the Pokemon over and over again? Now, Sylveon comes back out onto the field. It is not exactly something I want to be dealing with. Ice Beam comes out from Snowflake onto the Nidoqueen. As I brace myself for one final assault, that's going to be the end of the Nidoqueen. He has one more Pokemon left in the line. Cross Poison comes out onto Snowflake, but she's holding a Focus Sash, even though she doesn't actually get to use the Focus Sash. She barely avoids the attack. Drapion gets hit by that. I missed my Play Rough attack onto the Drapion. Now out comes the Crobat. So I'm thinking, okay, worst comes to worst, he'll try to knock me out. So I go for my Snowflake here, gonna have her protect. I try to set up like a trick room here, but Drapion has other plans, goes for the Night Slash, gonna hit Mimikyu. He's not able to survive. Critical hit, not sure if that even mattered. That's the end of my Mimikyu. Rest in peace, my Mimikyu. Now, once again, we get more rounds of hail damage as Crobat reveals his Black Sludge, or her Black Sludge. Oh my goodness, Impy is assuming genders again. And now we're going to be ending this battle off pretty soon because there's not many options. My opponent left Mawile has lost most of his options. And I still have one more. And that is this. Electrium Z move from Tapu Koko Thunderbolt into his Drapion. He was predicting that I would go into the Crobat, but I was not going to be playing that game. I knew that if one way or another, if I lose one of my Pokemon, I had to be able to take out the Drapion, and the Drapion was super tanky. If it could have survived one of my attacks, it probably would have finished me off. So I had to get rid of it here and now. Crobat comes out with a U-turn. Gonna be finishing off Snowflake. Snowflake could not withstand that attack even if she tried. But she still gave it a roll. And now we're once more going into more hail damage. So Crobat is, still on the field, still fighting. Now I bring out my Gardevoir. She's my last Pokemon. Amy is on the field. She goes for the ally switch. It didn't really matter. This was just, I already knew that I was faster. So I'm just going to end this battle off with a Thunderbolt. Oh my goodness, Tacticians. It was a nightmare to defeat the poison types. But thankfully, the fairies had some advantage, to fighting their monotyping superiors. Oh my goodness. We've gotten our first victory, Tacticians, in terms of the monotypes. So I'm going to show this on screen in just a moment. There you go, right there. You can see that I have defeated poison types using the fairies. So fairy type victory achieved. Now up next, I gotta somehow defeat fighting types with either rocks, steels, or normal type. That's gonna be fun. I'll see you Tacticians in the next video. Bye bye!
I'm taking in what I can get, but I can't find the answers yet. Head underwater, slow my mind. I hold my breath until I'm found.